All right. Thanks for stopping by. So Amanda bought this paracord at Harbor Freight and it didn't come with any cleats. I found one in my toolbox and gave this one to her and I put that on there. See, it's just a plastic piece with 3 holes. And the other side, I found this piece of wood in my toolbox, drilled 3 holes in it, and there you go. So in case you're out and you need cleats, you can make one. And then after I made this, I realized, you know what would work just as well? A door hinge. So I found this hinge in my toolbox also. So all you need is something with 3 holes in it. So I may replace that wooden one with this for the time being, or until she can get to a sporting goods store and buy some cleats. But yeah, that's all you need. It makes it so much easier to snug the guidelines up if you have cleats, because you can put it up loosely and then tighten it up however you need it without having to tie knots and untie knots and slip knots and all that stuff. This just makes it simpler. Okay, so I'm going to replace this one now with the metal hinge. Show you how that turns out. Okay, so I took the wooden one off and replaced it with the door hinge. Very small door hinge. And it works great. Now, I think if you're out in the wild, you don't have a cleat, you can make one. Just something with 3 holes in it's all you need. Okay, so that is a nice tarp awning. And one mistake I made when I drilled the hole in this cross pole here, I drilled it a little too far this way. So the tarp across the front was not very tight and snappy like it is now. So I compensated for that error, and what I've done on the other end is I had a bungee ball with a hole through the middle of it, and I used it as a spacer. So I gained about a 1/2 inch length on this pole, and you just tuck the peg on top of the pole through the loop here in the paracord. And look how snappy this tarp is now. It's as tight as it can get across the front. So that really strengthened the awning up. Hard to get a tarp any tighter than that. And here's the final shot on using a door hinge as a paracord cleat. And I burn the ends of these so they don't fray. Just use a lighter. So there you go. And we've got 2 or 3 feet of extra length here where it's doubled. And about the same over here. And the loop just goes around the tent stake. It's not tied down here at all. Doesn't need to be. And that is snappy. All right, hope that helps.